Welcome back to the Real Bad Cinema podcast. It has only been 11 months since our last episode. And in those 11 months, it took me all 11 to finally watch The Exorcist.
True. I've been on them for 11 months. This could have been filmed back in October.
Ooh, shit. I just realized. Hannah, can you change your mic? Because it sounds like the wonky one where you're like super far away. Uh, what happened there? But hopefully shouldn't be too bad to fix. Or it's going to crash everything. We've had a lot of technical
All right, is it better?
That was so loud, but yes, that is better.
Is it better?
Yes, that is better. We're
Much.
good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. So, in the past 11 months, what have you been doing? What movies have you been seeing? Shows, movies, anything like that?
I mean, I've seen a lot of movies because it's been 11 months, Chance.
No. I've only seen one movie since then. It was The
Yeah, and it
Exorcist.
was The Exorcist, and it
Yeah.
took you until like last night.
It was this morning,
mean,
actually. I watched it
even
this
better,
morning.
even better. Letterbox tells me that I have watched 70 this year, which isn't bad. I'm trying to get to 150. So if you consider that I'm trying to get to 150, 70 is actually awful. It means I'm very behind schedule.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to start cranking out like 3 movies a day for the foreseeable future.
Well, great news because we are not going to take 11 months to do the next episode.
We're not?
No.
You promise?
I promise the next one's definitely going to come out in at least half of that time.
Okay,
Hopefully
at
even
least
more
6
than that.
months. You
Yeah.
got that on camera, folks.
But yeah, you'll get 2 more when we do that, so we're good there. I don't have Letterboxd. This is something we talked about last time, and somehow in the 11 months still haven't gotten into Letterboxd.
You need to. Letterboxd is actually the best.
But I did. So Hannah and I know each other through hockey, and I got rid of my season tickets for hockey because I've gotten what's it called? AMC A list. So I've been seeing a lot of movies through that. And so I'm just gonna go to my entire well, since last time we recorded, so I've seen Honey Don't, and this is just at AMC.
I saw Honey Don't.
Honey Don't, The Strangers Chapter 3, Project Hail Mary. Fantastic.
Project Hail Mary was incredible.
I liked the book better. Surprisingly, I did read a book. I listened to the audiobook.
I didn't know
but
you knew how to do that.
Well, when it's an audiobook, I know how to. I can just hear the words. I don't have to know what they read. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
Very good.
The Yeti, which is a movie you will definitely love and will have to watch.
All right.
They Will Kill You, Hunting Matthew Nichols, Exit 8, Normal with Bob Odenkirk, another movie that is up here.
Oh, how was Normal?
Very good. I really enjoyed it.
I love Bob Odenkirk, so.
Yeah. Face of Death, that has Dacre Montgomery in it, the guy from Stranger Things and Power Rangers.
Okay.
Over Your Dead Body, Deep Water, RZA's One Spoon of Chocolate, Obsession, Is God Is, The Sheep Detectives, which I do think is my movie of the year.
Over Project Hail Mary?
Over Project Hail Mary, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
big one for the sheep.
Yeah, so spoilers for both those, and more so for Project Hail Mary. Obviously the big thing and I'll be vague with spoilers too. So the big thing with Project Hail Mary, the book makes the book will stretch it out more. So it actually feels like it's something very you're like, oh, this is actually this is it. Whereas the movie, obviously, I think they kind of skip over a lot of things.
Because they have to condense it into a...
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people were in their feels with that movie, so I was too. But I think The Sheep Detectives hit me even harder.
Okay.
Other movies I've seen: I Love Boosters, Tuner, The Backrooms. Technically saw it twice because the first time my theater evacuated due to a bomb threat. Yeah,
He doesn't tell me any of this.
yeah, things just kind of happen. Pitfall, dog shit, horrible, horrible movie.
Okay.
Masters of the Universe, which was very good,
Hey, man.
and it sucks that Jared Leto is the box office draw for that movie because you probably could have put anyone in the Skeletor makeup and mask, and it would have been great. Disclosure Day, very good. The Furious, very good but long. Evil Dead Burn, great effects. The Invite. So I saw this, and just this week I
Oh,
saw I
was
Want Your Sex, both the Olivia Wilde movies. Go ahead.
wow.
Go,
You're really on a sex comedy kick.
yeah. Um, well, so good. You had a question about the Invite, though?
Yeah, that was the thruple one or the foursome movie or whatever,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
I haven't seen
So,
it yet, but it will be done. It will happen.
yeah, Olivia Wilde and Seth Rogen are married, and they meet Ed Norton, and I should know because there's 4 actors in this movie, and
Yeah, come
somehow,
on now. Lock in.
um, God, I don't actually know her name off the top of my head. Hold on. The Invite.
Misogynist.
I know, honestly. Um, Penelope Cruz. So
Okay.
the Penelope Cruz and Ed Norton are a swinger couple, and they want to swing with Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde. And
I
I
mean, who
thought,
wouldn't?
yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, I thought it was gonna be a fun sex comedy. You're gonna see Seth Rogen's dick. You're gonna see Olivia Wilde naked, and you don't see any of it. And it is a movie that destroyed me because a it is a sex comedy, but it has like a very like, hey, this is real life, and
Okay.
so if you watch that,
But it was
don't
good. Like you liked it.
it was great, but don't go in
Don't go into it
because
thinking it's happy.
yeah,
Okay.
don't yeah, because I went in like, oh yeah, fun sex comedy, because my buddy from work told me about it, and then all of a sudden, I am in there just at the end of the movie, like, fuck, I feel so many emotions, and I'm not ready to digest them. Um, let's see what else I've seen. Okay, AMC Screen Unseen, which was Motor City, the Alan Ritchson movie. I'm not a fan of it. It's very like artsy. It's pretty much a silent film for the most part.
Okay.
Like silent dialogue. Obviously, there's like the um, SFX and stuff, but the Odyssey, great. Does not feel like a 3-hour movie. Pinocchio Unstrung, really enjoyable. Apparently, it's a part of the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey universe. If you're familiar with that,
Incredible.
yeah. There's also 5 movies already out in that universe. If you were unaware,
I
Do you,
was unaware. I only knew of the one.
would you like to take a guess what the 5 are? Because I've talked about this enough, so I know the 5 off the top of my head. And I gave you 2, so it's Winnie the Pooh,
And then
and Pinocchio. Technically, I gave you 3,
let's go Tigger.
so not Tigger, but there is a second Winnie the Pooh movie.
Oh, so like Winnie the Pooh the second or like sequel.
I believe the
Or is it
second is Blood and Honey, if I'm not
okay.
mistaken. Um, but yeah, there's 2 Winnie the Pooh direct movies. Pinocchio,
Okay.
which is a part of that, and then there's 2 that are not
All
related to any of those.
right,
They
you
are
just got to tell me.
prequels.
I'm never gonna pull this.
Bambi and
Okay.
um, Peter Pan, which
Okay.
does not feel like those should be in the same universe.
Mm.
However,
Pinocchio doesn't either, but you
yeah,
know
there is also a Screamboat Willie movie, which I did watch, which I actually enjoyed.
that
Um,
sounds fun. Actually,
it's on Tubi, so if you need something to watch,
that is where you would find a movie like that.
yeah. And then my screen unseen for this past week was Tony. Tony is fantastic, well worth a watch. Dominic Sassa is great as Anthony Bourdain. Um, just very good. Probably not one I would have went to see on my own because I'm not a
Sure.
true cinephile, but for the screen unseen, cannot be upset with it. But yeah, to highlight a couple of the ones that and I did see the new Spider-Man, so I did see that.
Was it good?
Very good. Yeah.
I haven't seen a Marvel movie since Endgame.
Okay, so a little bit behind.
It's
To
been
be
a
fair, I usually
little.
only see the Spider-Mans. Like that's my guy.
Okay.
It feels longer than the Odyssey though. Like I've said this, and I think a lot of people agree with me. Is there are there's a lot more like plot development with Spider-Man because obviously he's in a universe with all the other Avengers and everything. So like
Sure.
they got set up for the Secret War and Doomsday, and the like individual movies that are gonna spawn from this, and like the TV series. Whereas the Odyssey, not a lot to set up. It's a 3,000-year-old book. I don't think they're making a sequel, which would be funny if they did though.
It would.
But yeah, the Yeti, you need to watch when that comes out. And then also, I'll give my spoiler. I am seeing Train to Busan in theaters. That's the 10th anniversary. I'll see that on Sunday, which is actually going to be
Okay.
my pick for our next movie. So,
Okay. I will not be spoiling. Actually,
that's all right. You can
I
say it.
could.
It's your
I
call.
could spoil. We'll save it for the end. We need something
Yeah.
to wrap up with.
Exactly. And so
I have seen since September.
yeah, what are some movies
I'm just gonna give the ones I enjoyed.
That's
Black
fair.
Phone 2. I rewatched
that.
the Ocean's trilogy. Predator Badlands. I saw The Running Man. It was okay.
Okay.
I saw the new Now You See Me movie. It wasn't a good movie, but I enjoyed it.
I didn't know they made a new one.
Oh, they sure did. I saw the two Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. I saw that.
That's a long time.
It was long.
Yeah.
See, what else did I enjoy?
You give some
Begonia.
didn't enjoy.
Loved
Oh
Begonia.
boy. I did
I saw a movie called It's What's Inside that I had never heard of or seen before, and it was genuinely incredible. We will be watching that for this at some point.
All right, cool.
It was awesome. I saw Send Help. Send Help was awesome.
Loved Send Help.
I finally saw. It was awesome. I finally saw the Fear Street trilogy.
Wow, you hadn't seen those before.
I don't know how they got past me, but they did.
So there's also a fourth one called Prom Queen, I think.
I was told to skip that because it was bad. If you
It's
say
not good, it's not good. Like it's different actors, different writer, director combo, I believe.
Then it's like the whole spirit of the thing is gone.
Yeah, it's like, hey, if you need to get to 150, yeah, toss it on, but like, don't go in expecting greatness.
I saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Loved it so much I went back and saw it the next day and graded it 4.5 stars instead of 4.
I did watch that one. I thought it was just okay.
Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. I love Sam Rockwell. He's incredible. I watched Ready or Not and then went to see Ready or Not Part 2, Here I Come.
Speaking of Sam Rockwell, though, Wild Horse 9 is coming to theaters.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm
all right, cool.
Chomping at the bit. Project Hail Mary, 5-star, obviously. Mike and Nick and Alice. Kind of a fun time travel flick with Vince Vaughn.
Haven't seen it, but it's on my list of things to watch.
It's pretty entertaining. I mean, I find Vince Vaughn funny. Not everyone does, but you know.
I think when he did Freaky, that really solidified him as just a great like actor in my book.
Which one was that?
Freaky was with Catherine Newton, where they switched.
Oh my god, it's the one where he switched bodies with the high school girl. Yeah. Fantastic. So I watched that too. Incredible.
Like a 17-year-old girl, and it's so good.
Incredible. I watched Lee Cronin's The Mummy with Danny Webster in Utah on an off day in the playoffs. It was terrible. It made me never want to watch a movie again. I know I said I was just going to talk about movies I enjoyed, but
talk about the bad
that
ones,
I saw and I had to make an exception.
And it was dog shit.
I gave it 0.5 star. That's
So
not true. I gave it 1 star because the special effects were excellent.
so the one thing that I want to mention from that is the fact that like no one called the police, specifically after the funeral scene. What like grandma jumps out the window, she's pushed. Grandma jumps out the window, and you're like, "Hey, this is yeah, totally normal. All right, funeral in her house." The daughter bites the priest's ear off, which no one
No
calls the
one
police
calls
after
the
that.
police.
Like desecrates the corpse in the coffin.
Yup.
No one calls the police. Um, and then there's another thing that happened in that scene. It's like everything else, sure, you can
Call
keep.
the
Yeah, it's
police.
like, but everything else, like you could have kept in house. You could have been like, oh hey, like we're dealing with this. There were other guests there at this funeral, like friends of the grandma, the priest, probably neighbors and stuff. How does no one call the police at that point? And if they did, what is so this police's response time so bad that the police officer from Tel Aviv can make it there?
Yeah, I
Like,
got nothing.
all right, what else you got?
Other movies I liked,
Mhm.
Obsession, liked that a lot.
Great,
I
yeah.
saw They Will Kill You. I didn't think it was a great movie, but it was a lot of fun, if that makes sense.
I, I
Uh,
I think if you enjoy seeing Zazie Beetz braless in a tank top, you're gonna love that movie. I think for me it was too campy. Like it just got a
yeah,
little too weird at the end. But
yeah.
I enjoyed my
But
time with
Zazie
it.
Beetz was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Zazie Beetz is fantastic and everything.
my little sister came to visit, and she has never seen any good movies ever, so I rewatched a ton of classics with her.
The
Silence of the
Greasy
Lambs,
Strangler. Oh,
Independence Day.
and I think we lost you,
Not movies.
Hannah.
I made her watch those.
We
Oh
heard
no.
Independence Day. I made a comment about the Greasy Strangler, and everything
And I
cut
said
out. Hannah, I wish this was a joke. The
too.
video and audio keeps cutting out whenever you're about to negatively talk about the Greasy Strangler, and I think it's a sign from Elijah Wood himself that
Sure.
you're not supposed to talk bad about this movie.
Yeah. Moving on. I a documentary.
Which documentary?
That would be the Doc Ellis documentary.
Ooh, okay.
I was,
Speaking of Doc
and I
Ellis,
just saw The Final Girls.
yeah,
Oh, and I saw the drama.
I've not seen that one
So,
yet. How was that?
to have a panic attack for 90 minutes.
Fantastic! I cannot wait to
I
watch
enjoyed
it.
it.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. Like the whole. I was breathing into a paper bag. My throat was tight. Like
yeah.
I had chest compressions. Like I had pains. All right.
Um,
Into the movies.
yeah. So I was gonna say I don't know if we mentioned it last time. Because I'm looking at my notes here of like things
Mhm.
that I needed to watch, things that I did watch, and like my top five. Hilariously, so it includes Sinners, Hell of a Summer, Heat of Rivalry, which is not a movie but it's a show.
It's not a movie.
Um, it's not, but it's great anyway. Hard
I enjoyed it.
Eyes, One of Them Days. And my bottom five include Hell House Lineage, The Monkey, the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot, The Strangers, Chapter 3, and Begonia. So, hot take there.
Whoa!
Yeah, I did
What
not
the?
like Begonia.
What's your problem, sir?
You
What's
know,
your issue?
I don't know. So, my notes here. So, when we finished, the movie that I talked about was called The Windmill or the Fairy Tale Massacre, I believe it's called. And apparently it sucked. I watched 30 minutes of it, and it's not the movie I was thinking of, because the movie that I was thinking of, I remember watching with my sister. Um, Within the opening scene, there's a woman that turns into a bird, and it's fucking hilarious. And I don't know what happened.
Okay.
So, gave up, and we made Haunt my pick for last month. I say last month, and I probably should say last year.
Yeah, it was last year, Chance. It was last
It
September.
was. Yeah, what would you say the date was? September 28th.
September 28th.
We're recording this on August the 11th, so 11 months. It's gonna be better this next time around, I promise. Um,
September 28th. It has been
oh,
317 days.
So as long as we get it under 300, or as long as we get it
And
under
16.
100, yeah, like 110 days, we're doing better than last time. Nope, not
Improvement.
110. Well, still, if we get under 110, we're doing a lot better. But my math should say like 170. No, nope,
I think we should shoot for every other
160. I agree. I think we should, and I think we will. But
do like 20 days instead of 320.
exactly, we will get there. So do we want to talk about Haunt, the movie that we did
Yeah,
both watch
let's talk about
a year ago? I wish.
it.
Let me see. Can I recent notes? Nope. I wish Apple did a
They are
thing
thorough.
where it showed you like when you edited a note, because I'd love to see when I first made this note about Haunt, because it was, I think I watched
Yeah.
that within a year, like within like the month, and I just never watched The Exorcist. I don't know how or why I skipped that one. I just kept skipping it.
Like, I watched Haunt that night because I looked up the premise and I wanted like a dumb slasher movie, and I was like, this sounds.
It's so good.
This, like it's not like a cinephile movie, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Um, it's got some good jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some good effects.
Honestly, I think the effects are so good. Um, I I realized I have a lot of like notes about like the entire plot and everything, and that's no fun, you know. But obviously, it's Halloween night. Group of friends go to this haunted house. Well, technically, they don't go to the haunted house. They go to a bar. As they leave the bar, they
And the one
notice.
girl is like,
Yeah, good.
I couldn't figure out if he was the ex-boyfriend or if they were still together.
So I don't
Either
think
way,
it's ever clearly
or the current
stated.
boyfriend is the worst.
I do think he's the current boyfriend that she's trying to leave, but she's in like an abusive situation from
Yeah,
because it opens with her like painting on makeup and covering up a
yep,
black eye.
the black guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's horrible, and the end of the movie tries to make him the savior, and it
And
sucks.
that's just the thing about this movie that left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make a guy be,
Well, let me say this. I don't think it makes him the savior. It makes him another victim. But like, yeah, like it is weird how they do it. And we lost Hannah again.
your thing.
Oh,
All right. Did we get me?
nope, we got you again. I think we got you. We have audio. We don't have video. You're
That's
frozen.
fine. That doesn't matter.
Perfect.
I chose to see it as they were.
We lost audio. We had it. We were doing so well.
Let's see here. Anything? We good?
Audio is good now. Yeah, at least it was when I said
They were showing.
Oh, there we go. And I think
Example of him being controlling.
yes.
Because if they wanted,
I think we're gonna have to go with context clues for Hannah and hope for the best.
yeah, that's fine.
we got like an hour. I feel like at least a half hour. It's probably been a half hour. We got at least a half hour before the
Yeah.
issues arose. So like we're doing better than we were last time.
One issue. If we like one issue every half hour, that's all
Yeah,
right.
I agree. I agree.
All right.
Um, oh, I think I think your video actually moved. You're frozen again, but like it looks like it's kind of trying to catch up. So I think we're doing
Okay.
good.
Okay. They're at a
Um,
club. The
mhm.
girl wanted to stay in and finish her movie, and my
Yes,
letterboxd review.
we almost heard the letterbox review.
I said none of this shit would have happened to me because I would.
Well, none of this would happen to you because you don't go to the clubs.
This is true. Also,
Although I will never forget that we went out Halloween night your last year in Pittsburgh, and we went out to Tequila Cowboy, where we met up with my sister and her friends.
it was Halloween weekend, but it wasn't Halloween night.
You're right, Halloween. Yeah, you're right. I should say Halloween weekend because I think Halloween night was like a Wednesday or Thursday.
It was like some, but we were there on the weekend.
We were on the weekend, yes. Yes, because we had came from a Penguins game.
The
It was
It's crazy that I remember what game it was.
I didn't hear which game it was. Can you?
Oh, it was a Habs game.
Wow, I do not remember who we played, so that's pretty impressive.
I am psychopathic.
I agree.
All right, they're at the club.
Yes, they're at the club.
She gets like
I don't know what she gets like because we have Frozen. I mean, I do know what she gets
she
like
gets
because I have the notes, but
she gets a text from the ex-boyfriend saying, "Guess my costume."
mhm.
Sees a creepy hooded figure.
Yeah, I did forget about that until you mentioned it because
Yeah, the hooded figure. She
mhm.
wants to go home, but the average frat boy that is dressed up as a baseball player
Oh
because
yeah.
he says stay and she stays. 2 times she could have avoided all this.
Yeah, she has poor survival instincts, and I think obviously that relates to, her situation. And I think it's, like they really play into that of it is very hard for her to leave these bad situations.
That's a good point.
Um,
Credit for. They decide they want to go to a haunted house.
Yeah,
Um,
their friend Evan convinces them to go to the extreme haunted house, and we see a truck follow them, which I
yep.
believe is supposed to be the ex-boyfriend's. I think the ex-boyfriend's name is Sam. I think I have that written down.
Parentheses.
I said ex-boyfriend, but yeah, like whatever the. Let me see if I'm gonna read my notes real quick and just see. Covering a black eye, and her boyfriend Sam. Yep. Okay, so it is her boyfriend Sam, but yeah, they're still together because her friend Bailey mentions specifically that she needs to break up with him. Um, but yeah, they're trying to hide from this truck that they believe is Sam, and as they're hiding, they like tuck into this little side street, not even a street because it's farm country. And as they're about to head out onto the road, they see a sign that lit up for a haunted
Very
house.
convenient.
Yeah, yeah, definitely an official haunted house.
Oh yeah.
Um, and they decide to go to it. We actually
I have a
see.
really good
Oh, good.
I have a really good quote written down.
Yeah.
Oh, but it says the proceeds go to Red Cross, so that's cool.
I do. I did love that they're like, oh, like, they they might have killed us, but they're donating the funds to Red Cross. So you know what, they might be donating more to Red Cross than just the funds. Like, they're
That's
probably
true.
donating blood and body parts. So really saving the lives of others. Um, so yeah, we do see like a group of 4 folks who enter before, and dude, it's so funny because my next line I have is they look up the reviews and one friend goes, "Oh yeah, the proceeds go to Red Cross," which, yeah,
See?
so good. Um, so Clown Doorman, he makes everyone put their phones like in this like locked box. Makes them empty their pockets to make sure they don't have any weapons or anything.
Also,
Yes, I don't know what the else is going to be.
the baseball guy,
Yes.
the boy that's flirting with her,
Hmm? I assume you're going to say he leaves his bat in the car, which
he leaves
is
his bat.
yes. Yeah, very poor decision on his part. Because obviously that would have been very useful there.
Very helpful.
Hilariously, this place makes them sign waivers. So like I honestly think it might have been like a legit haunted house. Um but also like either the scare actors just took over, like the killers took over, or they actually went through the process of making this a real haunted house and getting
I think they went
waivers.
through the process of making it a real haunted house.
Well, if you're unaware, it is a war crime to post like the Red Cross logo if you're not actually utilizing it. So, I do wonder if they actually went through the process to make sure the Red Cross gets like the funds and stuff, because otherwise, they're technically domestic terrorists.
There are a lot of things.
Yeah, they are, but like now we can add terrorism to the list.
This is true.
Um, but yeah, so the waiver says like no phones, stay on the path, don't touch the
Yep.
actors.
They're
Um,
reading this, and they hear a shriek from
yep.
the inside,
Hmm.
and instead of fucking leaving, on, let's do this.
That's actually what makes them interested. Yeah, because I have my note. They
Yeah.
hear a guttural scream, and that's what makes them want to go. Um, it is funny though,
Stop it.
because I'm pretty sure, and I'll read my notes, but I'm pretty sure they deviate from the path, and I think that's what gets them killed. Honestly,
Might have been.
I don't recall, so hopefully my notes will tell me. It has been 11 months since we watched this. Um, but yeah, so they start going through. They're disappointed by the scares
Yeah,
because
it's I
it's just like a pop out of the wall, and like a fake mirror
yeah,
room, like
yeah.
the glass maze or whatever. And they're like, all right, this fucking sucks.
This one.
But then they get to the next room, and this actor pulls out a body, and it's they're branding a woman with a metal poker, and she's screaming in terror and pain because she's getting branded, and they're just like, wow, great commitment to the bit, like, great actor. Um,
Which
and
say safe and not safe.
yes. So, of course, any good horror movie has to split us up.
Yep.
Um, there are, like you said, the safe and not safe. Um,
Chance, what tunnel would you go into?
uh, Probably safe. even though I know that it's probably going to be the backwards and not safe is going to be the safe one. But and hilariously, in my notes, it's 3 and 3, so there's 3 friends for each side. There's a third
Yep.
friend that goes into one who has not been named, and apparently it's Mallory. Which tunnel would you go in, Hannah? Would you go in the safe or not safe? Do you think they would like reverse it on you and like
We
make?
we already established. We already established I'm not gonna fucking be here.
That's
I'm
true.
gonna be at
Yeah.
home watching my movie. If I am here, I think I'm going to try to do the psych out like, and go not safe. So I'm getting
Yeah.
spiders dropped on my head.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Yeah. So, funny enough, Mallory, who we just found out her name, mentions hating spiders, and does walk into a real spider-infested room.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Um, oh yeah. So, uh, the other group is Bailey, Nathan, and Angela, and they, um, is that the other group? Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
it
have
is
the
because
3 coffins,
yep.
um, where like one coffin, like you open it at a time, like you can't all go through, which makes it
Yeah,
difficult.
right.
Um, but no, you're well.
See, I want to see like the blueprints of this
Yeah, this
haunted
is
house. I want to see. It's very confusing.
yeah. Um, and so they go through like Evan goes through first. Mallory is the last to go and realize it's not opening the other side of the door. Um, and that's where the spiders come like funneling in. So they then find a little tunnel to crawl through. So I have my notes of Nathan's group is in a hallway of mirrors, and Angela realizes that it's a two-way mirror due to the lack of a gap. Harper's group goes through the tunnel, where Harper hears a noise and sees our red clothes creature walking through the tunnels, or crawling through, I guess. You sound a little confused there. Do you not remember this?
I don't remember the creature being in the tunnels, but I remember something being in the tunnels. So
Yes, it was the red cloaked creature.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they all. This is where they're playing guess that body part and
Yeah.
sticking their arms into holes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you would not catch me doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bailey sticks her arm in. She doesn't. So she goes back in, like she reaches back in to try to find it, in
Yes.
some arm, and she gets cut by a razor.
Yep. So you did cut out what Bailey dropped was Harper's mom's ring. Why she was wearing that, like something that's very sentimental. I don't know. That's
Genuinely don't remember.
yeah, like I feel like that's just not a good friend if you're wearing something like that to Halloween night at the bars. Like,
I don't. Yeah.
like I would never wear like one of my expensive watches out for Halloween night
Yeah.
if I'm gonna get fucked up. Like I just feel like that's just you can be flashy with something that's not as expensive um, or sentimental. But what do I know?
No, I'm with you. The
But yeah,
maze.
so Bailey panics that some's touching her, like you said, pulls out her arm, and it's sliced to shit. Like she had multiple wounds. It wasn't just
She
like
gets like
one.
gouged.
Yeah. Um, And so then our other group, Evan and Harper, run into a man in the red cloth, and they say that their friend is still in the previous trap, but it pushed them forward.
Yep.
Um,
I
and
wrote Harper sees an emergency exit, and that is looking mighty.
we lost you, but
Door.
Yep, good about the emergency exit.
Uh,
Or don't. OBS does not want to hear about our emergency exit.
Crazy. I said it's looking mighty fine to her.
Yes, I agree.
Uh,
Um,
Going towards the chainsaws, that's a decision.
so Evan breaks a rule here because he pushes the chainsaw guy away. So obviously the rule said no touching the actors won't touch you. He gets freaked out and he pushes our guy, which caused them to break one of the rules. Um, Obviously, like, he was getting freaked out instead of. And it's hard, right? You see someone with chainsaw coming towards you, you're probably not gonna be like, "Oh, let me throw up my like X to say don't come closer," because what if he actually comes closer with the chainsaw and you get caught with a chainsaw? So yeah, like he has proper fight or flight responses, and I feel like as if you're like the actor in this situation, you have to say, "Hey, you know, that's a fair assessment." Like he
That's on
pushed,
me. I fucked
yeah,
around and found out.
yeah, he pushed me like to get me away, not to like harm me. So
Yeah,
but obviously these guys are in the business to kill. They don't really care about the semantics of it all.
for the legality.
Yeah. So Evan and Harper, well, I won't say legality because I feel like
They
if
did
they
sign a waiver. You're
yeah,
right.
yeah, they did sign the waiver. And if they followed the rules, I think they might have survived.
Because, well, I don't know, because they were following the rules and still Mallory got yanked.
That is true. Yeah, that's one of the
Unless
gray areas.
chronologically, unless chronologically, Evan.
Missed your chronological talk about Evan.
No, I contradicted myself.
Okay,
It doesn't matter.
perfect. Anyway, our duo finds our trio. And the lights come on, and that's when this witch masked creature opens a bag, and we see it is Mallory. Um, and she's zip tied, and everyone's screaming. And he just hits her, and it might be real. I say because he bashes her skull in with a branding iron. And
The
so,
hot poker branding iron. Yep.
yeah. Um, So they ask for the key for a lock, but it's not the right one. Angela has these hairpins, which she uses to pick the lock, which is a great skill, and oh no, sorry. Evan tried to lockpick it, but he failed. So, he's being useless here.
Yeah.
Oh, and so yes, Harper mentions the emergency exit. She saw, and the boys suggest going further to find a weapon of sorts. Uh,
Yeah.
so obviously they have to go pretty far back to get to this emergency exit. Um, so I think it's Nathan who does go back. Let me see if I have that written. Angela gives the hairpins. Harper also mentions the emergency exit. Yep, Nathan says he'll go into the creepy room that opened up. Evan sees the
Hmm.
branding iron that was left through the fence hole, and he asks Angela to grab it. So yeah, Nathan walks in the room with the dozens of sheets covering mannequins, and this is where you expect like one of the mannequins to jump out at him and chase him and whatnot. Um, but he drops the key down a grate. Um, and hilariously, he does see like one of these ghosts like turn. They start running like once they turn the lights up. But it actually is like a helpful ghost. Nathan says he needs to get his friends out and sees the ghost shoes. Where the ghost then pulls it, like make sure his feet are covered, which I think is like a very important thing because it's I don't know why they specifically did that. Like I guess just to show that he's human. and not like this weird like monster or something. I don't know. Are you there, Hannah?
I
Maybe Hannah's there. I don't know. See, this is where the Jeopardy music would be a great addition. But we don't have the budget for Jeopardy music, so
No, we don't.
one day we might.
One day.
Yeah, royalty free Jeopardy music at least, you know.
All right, you're back.
Okay. Well, I never left. I think it was you that left because I'm technically the one recording. So, like, my stream is always going to show as perfect. Your stream is the one that looks like
Well,
we have dialed up from 2002. But it looks great on my
I
side.
think. I mean, I look great on my side as well. You usually look great, and then sometimes it totally freezes.
That's fair. All right. So I was mentioning about how the ghost pulls his shoes back under.
Yep.
And then we cut back to like Harper and the other team, and Harper's talking about her backstory where her dad bullied her. Not
Yep.
bullied. Her dad abused her. Like he abused the mom and everything. And one of the things that like the ring, which is so important, is it was the mom's ring that like it fell
Mhm.
off one last times. Like the dad was abusing her, and that's like something she kept. So, um, so she talks about this dream where she actually returns to her home, and her mom says that he's gone, and the house like isn't haunted. Hence, name of our movie as well.
But it was because they were in a haunted house.
That too. Um, so Angela goes to grab the poker, and the witch
Yep.
steps on her hand and breaks her fingers.
Yep.
Not a fan of that one.
No, I don't love that.
Evan then grabs the iron because like she only has the witch only has 2 feet to step on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Be
with
pretty witchy to have 3 feet.
being pretty preoccupied with Angela's hand, he's able to grab the thing. So Nathan and the ghost return. The ghost is shocked all this is happening and says he has keys so they can leave. Nathan says, they just want to leave. They didn't see anything. They won't call the police. They just let him out. And we get to my favorite line here. It's not a line specifically, it's the line that I wrote of the emergency exit is blocked by a brick wall like a Looney Tunes sketch, and the ghost goes,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't remember a door there. And it's just so funny because it's like he's so like everyone else in this group is so adamant about going to this emergency exit, and he's sitting there like, like I know the blueprints, like I don't think there's a door there, but sure, we'll go this way.
It is
And
not there.
yeah. So they're like, we'll crawl back through the original path, but the ghost says there's a trapdoor that triggers if too many people are in the tunnel, which is how Mallory fell through. Ghost says they used to capture people for the show, and Mallory is okay waiting for them outside, despite Evan yelling that she died and that safety doesn't exist here, which is such a funny line.
Such a good line.
Yeah, like that's the important thing. Not like our friend died, but like, yeah, you guys aren't following safety procedures.
You guys are not following protocol.
Yeah. So our ghost finally gets a name. It's Mitch. And for Nathan wants to know Mitch's last name for whatever reason. And then like brandishes the iron and tells Mitch to take the mask off. Which he doesn't. So they make a plan to go back through, which Harper says she wants Mitch's keys. Mitch crawls through after Evan, but Evan decided to continue walking. Mitch sees like no one behind him. He grabs a board to cover up the whole tunnel. After he told like Nathan to go through, so he like Mitch takes his time. After he's through, finds this board, blocks up the tunnel, and then or like starts blocking up. And he's like, "Yeah, come on, you're good to keep going through." Um, we might have lost Hannah, so I guess Hannah is stuck in the tunnels, just like Nathan. So I guess I'll continue talking about the movie until we get Hannah back. So yeah, Mitch just has a hammer laying around. He, locks up the hole. And for whatever reason, Evan, who has like come through the tunnel, he just doesn't hear him hammering. So he's like, yeah, sure, okay. Um, he also can't find the exit. So like he really is a failure. Like he failed with lock picking. He can't find the exit when there's like two rooms they've come through at this point. So I don't know what he's doing. Hannah, are you back?
Oh, I've been here the whole time.
Fantastic, cool. We just haven't had you here.
No, I've been here. I'm just listening.
Cool. So yeah, like Nathan now has crawled through and he starts banging on the door and he's like, "Hey, uh, there's a wall here," and
What the hell?
yeah. Um, so Red Claw's creature comes through. They wait for Nathan to signal, so they don't fall through. Angela gets caught and pulled back and killed. So,
Yes. And
my
then there were four.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think we're at 4. Evan finally finds the exit, but Nathan falls out of the tunnel. So, like, we're down to 3.
He does.
Sort of.
He activated like the weight trap or whatever.
Yeah, they had too much weight apparently. Which I don't know if we ever actually get knowledge if it is a weight limit or if there's someone just like sitting there with a control. I would think it's probably the latter because like
Could have been.
Like obviously if it's a weight trap, right? Like, if you're here and here, sure, right in the middle the trap would fall, but like if you're here and then someone's all the way over here, how is that, And I don't think anyone was like close in the tunnels. And obviously Nathan went through it once, so it's not like he's too fat to cause it himself. But so Evan finds the exit. The lockbox is gone because they took their phones.
Yeah, those phones are gone.
Yeah, so the more we're sitting here, the more I'm thinking actually they were killers this whole time. It didn't have to do with them like breaking the rules. Like they wanted to kill people.
Yeah.
So Evan comes face to face with Mitch as Harper tries to unlock the door and like fighting the demon figure away, thinking it's Sam.
She thinks that's her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
not.
Yeah, the demon unmasks, and it's just this dude. He's got face piercings, tattoos, like
all disfiguration and stuff.
Yeah. We cut to the clown who is going through the phones, and Sam calls. So he actually picks up or like sends like the location. I forget, what he does there.
No, so Nathan sends Sam the location. Like he fell down the weight trap, and he's in the basement, whatever. Yeah. And he found
Nathan goes to like the lock,
and he's like hiding. The clown is there, and
but yeah, so the clown who is going through the phones, he also has like facial deformities, but then he microwaves the phones. So the demon who Harper's fighting says how she's wearing such a pretty mask, referring to her face. And that's when Nathan comes out and shoots nails at him from a nail gun.
Yes. What a resourceful man.
I know.
Finally not failing at something.
Yeah, he's the only one. because our next scene is Mitch and Evan outside, and Mitch asks if he still wants to see his face. Evan notices the hammer he's holding, and when Evan's like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I just want to go home," Mitch says his address, which is so funny. Like,
That's insane. You have that
yeah,
shit memorized off the cuff.
I know, right? Um, and so he's like, "So come on, like I'll show you." Like he's like, "I'm gonna show you my face," but he goes, "It's a work in progress." Um,
Up.
and then we cut away, and when we cut back, Evan is beat to death with a hammer, and Mitch's face is seen. And I have my notes. My God, it's terrifying. And then
Yeah.
he takes the claw and peels away Evan's face.
Yeah, he like puts the pick into the jaw, and yeah, that was
Yeah.
couldn't decide if I hated it or if that was like one of the two.
Let me see if I could search this up and if it'll share my screen.
What?
If I search Mitch face haunt.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, here we go. So
Yeah, let's
that's
see
Mitch. Let's see.
if we can.
It's not gonna share. How do I share my screen? My stream is. Let's see. My stream is still running. Is this gonna work? Stop streaming. Share my screen. There it is. So, how do I do this? So that is Mitch from Haunt. It is truly terrifying. So
It's not coming through. That's all right.
Oh, it looked like it came through on my side. Well, I think it came through. So you'll have to watch the video and
Yeah, we'll have to find out. It is terrifying though.
Yeah. So then we have Harper's ring falls. She did get that back apparently. I don't think we made note of it, but she got it back and then she loses it
Yeah.
again. No. Wait. Yeah.
Nathan finds Harper's ring. So Nathan
That's what it is.
So
Yes.
that was when he sent the text to Sam before the clown put the
phones in the microwave. Yes.
phones in the microwave. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, because Nathan realized where Bailey's arm got. Yeah, that's right. Because he realized where Bailey's arm got sliced because he's now seen like the other side of it because he's
like behind the scenes. Yeah.
So Harper's in a pitch black room. She sees another character, and as she backs away from it, steps on a nail board, impaling her foot.
Yeah, that one made me cringe. That one was a lot like in Ready or Not.
Yeah.
When she's the body disposal hole and she puts her hand. Yeah.
Oof. That's a good one.
That one was rough.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I was helping my parents do construction on their house and I put a nail, not a nail gun, one of those tack hammers, and I put it through these two fingers?
Nice.
Yeah. So it went through the center of this finger and then it caught the edge of this finger. So like they're stuck like this, and it came through both sides. So I pull it out.
Ooh. That had to feel good.
Yeah, I'm like sitting there on a ladder. I'm like, motherfucker. And my uncle is sitting there. He goes, "Come on, finish it up. Like, you're almost done." I jump off the ladder, and my mom comes out. She's like, "What is going on?" And I'm like, my hands. I wash it off, and yeah, had no feeling these fingers for like a month, but it's fine now.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, Harper. So like you said, Harper pulls her foot out of the board like a badass. Nathan got the upper hand in his fight. He finds a trapdoor leading to the roof escape. Harper, she sees a character sawing a guillotine door and crawls to the escape, but she gets her hand stuck in a glue trap. She pulls away her skin to make it in time. And another...
That one I did not care for at all.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. So then Harper, like, she finds a room. It has a hidden message talking about the key to escape. She begins tearing the room apart. She finds a key,
Yep.
um, and pulls the face off of a doll to get a note about something hiding under the bed. And that's a nod to young Harper because that's where she
Yep.
would hide when her parents, had their issues. Um, do it's a music box. It plays Pop Goes the Weasel, and when she puts
Yep.
the key, the demon breaks in, and again we flash back to her dad coming in.
And once again, she's hiding under the bed.
Um, and so I found this out in my trivia of it. The voice of the dad is actually played by the same guy who is our demon. And obviously we only see the like dad from the waist down, and
Right. That's a nice
so
nod, though.
yeah, because it's like it's different characters, but it's just like, yeah, this this is still like a monster in your life.
No,
But
it was a good one.
mm,
Um. Anyway, so she stabs him in the eye with the
yes,
key. Another good one.
yeah,
And then she just pulls out of his eye and uses it to open the door, which says like the end.
yeah,
And then bang, shotgun. She gets shot.
yeah,
Like she's obviously been shot, but she's
hmm,
fine.
yeah. No, no, no. She does not get shot.
Yes, she does.
No,
She
she.
opens the door.
I have my notes. Harper was not standing in the line of fire. She crawled under the shotgun, which fires again. Um, and the demon like came in after that.
No, that's after. She does get shot though.
Does
Like
she?
she does
Okay.
get shot when she opens the door for the first time. She gets like shot in the shoulder.
Okay. Fair. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah. Um where are we at now?
Well, so Sam is now like on the way.
Yes. Now Sam is here. No, first,
There's a clown who breaks in their car.
yes.
Yep. The clown sends in one of the characters to check, and and they get attacked by Harper and stabbed. But twist, it was Bailey who was tied up and gagged.
Yep.
Yeah, so Harper kills her best friend.
By accident. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Um she also did end up killing the devil by pushing his head into the time activated
Yes, that's true.
shotgun. I don't know
Yep.
if we mentioned that.
We did not.
Um so
Um,
Sam pulls up. He immediately trips on a wire that
mm-hmm,
shoots him with a screw.
yep.
The clown drops a brick on his hand and
Mm-hmm.
bashes his head with a hammer. So he made it for about 2 seconds.
I also
Well
like
done,
to
Sam.
point out my note about Sam. Sam
Mhm.
shows up and just waltzes in. Also, we get a full look at him, and he's got a ponytail.
He does. He does have a
What? Why
ponytail.
did I
That's
have to
worth
note
pointing out.
that? Yeah,
That's worth pointing out. That's
clearly it
worth
was worth
pointing out.
pointing out. Um. Oh, sorry. There's more because I wrote Harper couldn't do better than him? Question mark? Question mark? And then yeah. Anyway, he comes, trips from the wire, hits him with the arrow, slowly bleeds out. The clown
Immediately
finishes the
dies.
job by dropping the cinder block on his head, on his hand, and then a hammer to the head. Yeah.
Hammer to the head.
So,
Yeah.
I write truly he didn't suffer enough.
Yeah. Truth nuke.
Yeah.
Truth nuke.
He should have suffered more. But like at least he like doesn't get to even pretend to be the hero. Like he legit comes in and
I like
just is
that.
so
And just
shitty that he's
immediately
like,
gets
"Oh,
marked.
cool."
Immediately marked.
Mm. Um
So
so Nathan comes in. So he starts breaking down
yes.
that wall to save Harper. Someone with a
Yes.
chainsaw comes from the other side. Um Mitch and Nathan get into a fight. Harper shoots the shotgun at the chainsaw man, and then goes to save Nathan as Mitch was about to claw his face off.
Yes.
Hmm.
Nice save.
Oh wait, and then there's a bat. So there's a bat guy who takes his mask off, and he has a normal looking,
Vampire
like a
actor.
normal
Yep.
face. Yeah, and he's freaking out because he thought it was all fun and games, and was the one who had to shop for all the shit because everyone else is a freak, and he says he lost it when they started killing folks. So
Yeah.
I do love that they like fully give us the details that like, yeah, no, this is a legit haunted house, but
Yeah.
obviously like
He had to shop for like the
yeah.
shitty skeleton and stuff. The shitty
Yeah.
skeleton that popped out in the beginning.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh he had to go and get the approval from the Red Cross to be like, "Hey, do you guys approve of us helping with this?"
Yep.
Um but so the characters say he'll earn his face if he killed someone.
Yep.
He's down to go to the cops, but he doesn't know their names. He begins searching for a hidden gun and is shot by the gun.
Immediately shot by the zombie actor.
Yes, it's such a shame because like
So
he wanted to be good, but
yeah, the world just won't let him. He was
no.
there for 20 seconds to give us what we wanted, which
Yeah.
was, is this a real haunted house?
Mm-hmm.
And then he did get murked, so that happens.
Yeah.
So Nathan and Harper, the witch tries to stop Harper from escaping. Harper eventually kills the witch.
Mm-hmm.
She and Nathan run off. Nathan grabs his bat. Nathan
Yep.
brains the zombie actor, I think.
Yes. Before this, though, the clown is starting to set the house on fire. So, like,
Yes.
he's dumping
He's starting to.
gasoline. He's, like, lighting, opening the fuses. Like,
Yep.
he's, burning down all the evidence here.
So anyway, they do get out. They climb the barbed wire fence. Nathan kills the zombie actor.
Yeah.
They get through the woods. They go home in Sam's truck. Nathan, they're like, the paramedics are there. Nathan's going off. He gives her the ring back.
Mhm.
And she goes to her mom's house, the traumatic child house.
Yep.
Knocks on the door. Her mom answers, not confused as to why Harper is covered in blood. Then
Yeah.
the clown pops up behind her, and that was a dream.
Yeah.
And that did get me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, they're all in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Nurse says Nathan's doing fine. But then Harper realizes and remembers that when they filled out those waivers,
Yeah.
they gave all their personal information, including the home addresses, to
Yeah.
these actors. And Clown, he's still kicking, as we mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So, an unspecified amount of time later, the Clown pulls up to Harper's mom's house.
Yeah.
And he breaks down the door. But no. Harper has been waiting for such a moment as this. And the Clown steps in a glue trap, steps on the nail, and then Harper shoots him.
More importantly, why did she put her mom's house? Like, I thought she lived with, Harper and all them. So it's like,
Also wondering that.
like, I mean, I get it because like the amount of times where it's like, hey, enter a phone number, and I use my old home phone number that's been disconnected for probably
Yeah.
over 2 decades, and like it's the one I remember. But yeah, I don't know that why did she put that one?
I don't know. But I wrote down, Jesus Christ, what a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, what were your thoughts? Because I'd seen it before. Big fan of it. I watch it usually like every year, every other year for Halloween. It's a great watch there.
I actually liked it. It does the job it sets out to do, and it does it very well.
Yeah.
It doesn't try to be anything more than it is, which is the problem with a lot of these like slasher movies. They try to be more than they are, and this one doesn't. It just kind of buys into the tropes. It's corny in all the right ways, with the dumb characters that have no self-preservation skills.
None.
Um, great great effects.
Mhm.
The makeup was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved all the faces. I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a big fan. It's everything you said. Yeah, like the makeup, the effects, it's all so good. And I would love to see like more. Like obviously it'd be a prequel, but like I kind of hate like the prequels because obviously if you do a prequel, you know what's gonna happen, right? All the villains are gonna
It would
survive. Like so, there's no point in getting to like these characters.
be cool, I think, to see something in the universe, like another haunted house. Like
Yeah,
maybe there's
yeah. I mean, I feel like it should not be that hard to make a haunted house. Like because even if you do it like, hey, we saw this on the news, we could do this, and then it's just another
yeah.
group of like people who do the same thing. Like, oh, we're gonna make a haunted house where we actually kill people. I think that could work. And they don't have to be people who have these disabilities or anything like that. It could just be like angsty teens who are like, yeah, we're gonna do this type
Teens.
thing.
I'd watch it. I'd
Yeah.
watch it.
um and so our second movie was your pick, which was The Exorcist,
Because you
because I assume you're gonna say I've never seen it, which is correct.
had never seen it. You watched it this morning.
Did watch this morning. I watched the director's cut, so I got an extra 10 minutes of
Oh,
this movie.
wow.
Mhm.
Uh,
Um, is the book better than the movie?
The Exorcist?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read
Well, you'll have to let me know.
the book. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Did you actually own the book?
We're gonna find who's it written by.
Um, William something? No, he's the
I
director. William
I do
Friedkin's.
not think so.
Um,
It does not appear so.
William Peter Blatty.
Appear that I have the book.
That's all right. I yeah, I was not a fan of this one, and I'll get into that more as we like discuss it. But opens, we get 10 minutes of Max von Sydow. He is in Iraq. He's digging up a stone talisman. And it all feels weird. And so he goes to see the actual like statue of this creature, and there's dogs fighting by it, so clearly it's evil.
Exactly.
Um, like nothing says evil like dogs fighting, and he's just like, there's something weird going on here.
Now we're in Georgetown, Washington D.
Yep, we meet Chris and Reagan McNeil. Chris,
As an actress.
yeah, and she's working on like at Georgetown University, which is where Father Karras works.
Yes. Who is? Oh, I wrote down the little girl wants a horse.
Yeah,
Sure. When does the exorcism happen?
yeah. Um, and
11
so
months ago. I didn't care for the long beginning.
yeah, you weren't a fan of it.
The long be-
It does take a while to get like going because I was reading the trivia on it too, and like it mentions how Reagan was playing with a spirit board, and I'm like, did I miss that scene? And no, it just happens much later in the movie. But we get to know about Father Karras, and like he's losing his faith. His mom's
Yep.
sick. He goes to visit her. But on his way to visit her, he is like stopped on the train. There's a beggar who's asking for money, and we get like this shot of his face, and I'm pretty sure like I'd have to read more on the trivia about it, but I'm pretty sure they um like shot him with the like intention that he has some demonic possession. The beggar that is.
Yes, I that's what I like wrote down. I was like, there's something up with the beggar.
Mm. Cause yeah, it's like I think like it's just implied that he's a demon. Um, and so after Father Karras like goes and spends time with his mother, who is very sick and dying, we do cut back to Reagan and Chris, and this is where Reagan tells us that she likes to play with spirit boards, which
Yes.
clearly will not end well. Um, and so one of the trivia notes that I
If
saw,
anybody's out there.
what was that?
Oh, I just said she asks if anyone is out
Yeah.
there.
Hmm. And she talks to Uncle Howdy, who is
Word
a
correctly.
WWE superstar. I don't think that's the Uncle Howdy she was trying to reach.
Oh yeah, Captain Howdy.
Yeah, sorry, Captain Howdy. Captain Howdy, not Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy is like I said, WWE superstar. Captain Howdy, I
Is
don't
the
know.
demon.
Yeah, my mind immediately went to Captain Spaulding from the Rob Zombie trilogy, and
Nice.
it's definitely not that one. But obviously, the issue with Reagan is she doesn't like do the spirit board properly. Like she does not say hello, goodbye. She just pops it down and goes, "All right, who am I talking to? Tell
Yeah.
me
Is
some
any
stuff."
that's like an open invitation or something?
Yeah,
I yeah.
and that's why she gets possessed. Is because she
Yes.
doesn't like say goodbye. She doesn't close the spirit world because then
So
they
Captain Howdy is just hanging out.
Captain Howdy seems so nice. Like he's chill. He's a good guy. We don't get to know much more of him, but he's not possessing her.
Anyway, so the he's saying he wants out of the job. He's lost his faith. He doesn't
Yep.
want to do this anymore.
Yeah. And then Chris does take Reagan to the hospital because she's acting weird, but they don't know what's wrong with her, and that's because possession is not something that you can diagnose. So they just say that she's weird, and also it's the 70s, so like medicine for women, like we're barely past, oh, it's hysteria. So like we're lucky they didn't just like sedate her and like put her in like a room and like tell her she needs to find a husband even though she's 12 years old.
True.
We're not that far from that area. Um,
So
and we lost Hannah, and
I said,
we got you. I think maybe.
have you lost me again? Am I here?
You are here now. You were here.
Yawning. See,
Oh, maybe
I wrote back.
lost you again. We're doing
I know.
we're doing well. Not so well. We're doing well. Um.
Dad does not call his daughter on her birthday.
Oh, I heard that. The dad does not call. Yeah. Um. So I was gonna mention the party scene.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
so the Chris mom hosts a party at her house, and the director of her movie comes. Did you like this director's? He gets drunk and he's very eccentric, like with his movements and everything. And I really gotta know if Rowan Atkinson based Mr. Bean off of like this guy's mannerisms because like especially when he's drunk, he has such wild movements that it's like it almost feels like if you watch this movie, you're like, yeah, I can make this guy a caricature. Like more so than he already is.
Could have been. It's possible.
Um, and then we get to the part that everyone knows where Reagan pees on the carpet and tells everyone that he's
Carpet.
gonna die. And for me, I know this scene from Scary Movie 2. And that's when they're playing the piano singing Shake Your Ass,
Amazing.
which great song and it should be played on the piano more often. We need more lounge style music, I think.
I agree.
Which if you have you heard of Richard Cheese, Hannah?
I don't think so.
He's a lounge singer who sings like radio and big hits. Um, so he's done, I believe, my Nookie. Um, he's done Break Stuff, both by Limp Bizkit. Um, he's done, I think, Gin and Juice. I think
Okay.
he's even done WAP. Let me look this up. So I have Creep 2006, Big Band. Down
Okay.
with the Sickness, People Equal Shit, My Neck, My Back, Chop Suey, Welcome to the Jungle, WAP, Lounge Version, Baby Got Back, Gin and Juice, and Enter Sandman. He's been doing this since at least 2002, and he had an album released all the way in 2024. Um, and I'm gonna have to listen to this album because I have not heard of all of these. But he has one called "Live from Hollywood," which includes "Closer." I assume the Nine Inch Nails song. Um, Brass Monkey, Get Lucky, WAP, Bad Guy, um, Humble, Despacito. Wow, 25 songs on this. I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna take a screenshot here. Oops, take a screenshot and save it. Don't delete it. So yeah, um, if you need lounge singers that play, pop hits and such, this is your guy.
Yes, I do.
Um, and so, what do I have after this? So, oh, Father Karras gets visions of his mom dying and the demon showing up,
Yes.
which apparently terrified people so much back in the day that they had to be hospitalized.
Yes.
And I can definitely agree with that statement because my mom saw this movie when she was younger. She and her like siblings went to a drive-in. They snuck in, and my mom hates horror movies. And this is the reason why. This was like the last horror movie she truly watched, and it scared the shit out of her so much. And
I get it. I don't fuck with demons, man.
yeah, so this movie, which like is probably tame compared to today's demons. Um, I mean it works, right? Like I don't think the scene where the demon shows up on the screen, I get flashed on screen while in this scene. I don't think that works. To me, that's just a little too corny.
Sure.
But I think the Reagan effects are fantastic. Her like the turning of the head. This, I have a note later on about her spider walking down the stairs, which is so good. Like the effects on her, amazing. The like just everything about her. Um, might have hit something that it looks like I'm still recording. Everything looks good. I don't know what I did there, but okay. OBS still looks like it's recording, so I'm just gonna hope that nothing broke there.
Gonna power.
You say pause, but I don't think I have a pause button on here, so we're just gonna keep rolling. I think it's fine.
Oh, I said power through.
Oh, power through, fantastic. I agree. But yeah, I think like I said, all of the Reagan effects are fantastic. But yeah, the demon in Father Karras' vision, I think, is silly. And then the scene after that is actually where we meet the X-ray tech, who is a convicted murderer in real life.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty well known. So the guy who plays the X-ray tech, he was convicted of, I believe, murder and I think some other charges. In real life. So yeah, I think he. I could be wrong on that one, but I want to say he was a part of the dating game scandal. Let me see. I'll look this up so I can at least know what I'm talking about. X-ray. Whoops. X-ray tech. The Exorcist. Yes, here we go. Paul Battison. He's convicted murderer and radiographer. Was an American convicted murderer and radiographer. It has to be convicted murderer first. I feel like that's just poor writing. Like, it should be he was an American. He was radiographer. Played, he technologist in a scene from the horror film The Exorcist, which was inspired by the director. William Friedkin watched him perform a cerebral angiogram the previous year. So the scene with a considerable amount of blood on screen was for many viewers the film's most disturbing scene. Medical professionals have praised it for its realism. So let's see. Okay. In 2012, Friedkin recalled having visited the jailed Bateson prior to his trial and having a conversation which suggested that Bateson had committed the additional bag murders, or merely that he was considering confessing them in exchange for a lighter sentence.
The more you know.
Yeah, so in 1979, he was convicted of the murder of film industry journalist Addison Varell and sentenced to a minimum of 20 years in prison. In 2003, he was released on parole, which ended after 5 years. Prior to his trial, police and prosecutors implicated Bateson in a series of unsolved slayings of gay men in Manhattan known as the Bag Murders. He
My
had
God.
reportedly boasted about that while in jail, with prosecutors bringing it up in his sentencing. However, he was not charged with those. This experience inspired Friedkin to make the film Cruising in 1980, which, while based on a novel written a decade earlier, incorporated in its storyline the city's leather subculture, which Bateson had identified. So yeah, he was a murderer, and he was just in the movie. Obviously,
Did not know that. That's wild.
Acted in the movie beforehand.
That's wild.
But yeah, so after the X-ray tech, that's where her possession gets worse, and that's the scene where she spider walks the stairs, which is so good. The demon transforms Reagan, or the demon transforms into Reagan, which actually great effects there, and that's where she attacks the hypnotist. But yeah, feel free to take charge from here, because this is kind of where I start like losing.
When does she get the shot and spit on the doctor?
I believe that was with the X-ray tech.
Okay.
This.
All right. Is this when the doctors are made?
Oop, you cut out, so I did not hear that part.
That doesn't bode well for me taking over.
It does not, no. But we're gonna power through.
make a house call.
Yeah.
Okay, so she said, "No, I don't even smoke cracks." And I thought she said, "No, I don't even smoke crack," which
I mean, it was the 70s after all.
the doctor tries to talk to the person inside of Reagan.
Yeah,
And
that's the hypnotist.
and the demon grabs his junk.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we get the great shot of Reagan as the demon, and then obviously attacks him and I believe bites his neck or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever like specify that, but
Right. Okay. So he is found on like the bottom of the steps with his head totally turned all the way around.
yes.
The detective questions the mom about it, and at the end asks for an autograph. When the detective leaves, Reagan is screaming, and so Chris goes into her room, and Reagan is stabbing herself.
Mm-hmm. With
The
like,
crucifix.
yep, one of the probably most known, like, maybe not scenes, but definitely like it's such a known thing in this movie.
Yeah. She slaps the mother. She starts moving furniture. Somehow she gets confined to her bedroom and strapped to the bed.
Yep.
Finally, the mother gets the priest, talks to Reagan. Reagan claims to be the devil. Um, face while he is speaking in tongues. The demon says it's going to remain in her until she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down it's English in reverse, but I couldn't understand what the recorder was playing. Helpful. Past.
You mean you don't remember
Made
when you
up, make
watched
up.
this 11 months ago?
11 months ago. Yeah. Um, so okay. Now the old man priest, like the old one that was watching the dog,
Max von Sydow, yes.
he is going to help with the exorcism. And then we get that one iconic scene with the exorcist in the bag and the briefcase, and he's walking into the house from the fog. We get that good shot.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that the words "help me" appeared on her chests.
Yeah.
Um, they're doing the exorcism. She's like shaking the bed and yelling, and gross green goo is coming out of her mouth.
Yep.
Um,
She's vomiting. That's where we get the iconic line, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell."
so
They
the
also parody that scene in Scream
so
4.
Karras is obviously rattled. That was his mom. And so Chris goes up to Karras and asks if Reagan will die, and he is so I don't know, inspired or rejuvenated.
Hmm.
A old man is dead from a heart attack while Reagan is watching and laughing.
Yep.
Uh, I wrote that this. Oh, I missed the part that the stat.
I don't know what part you missed because you cut out.
All right. Well, I missed that the statue from the beginning is seen in her room during the Exorcist.
Okay. I also missed that one. I'll be honest with you.
When they took a breather, the old priest was popping pills in the bathroom.
I mean, listen, sometimes
Maybe
you just
that
gotta,
attack. I don't know. I wrote LMAO, Me Too Dog.
listen, you gotta
um,
deal with possession your own way.
I'm saying. Um, so Karis. So the priest is dead. The old one, Karis.
I don't think, I don't think they want you to finish the movie. we, yeah, you have frozen completely. Um, but don't
What?
worry, I
Am I
remember.
back?
Nope, you are back. I was gonna say I remember
Okay.
how it ends too. So
I just wanted to get.
you were back, and then we lost you.
Take it.
Alrighty, so
Take us home.
so Father Karras, like finding his renewed faith, he tells the demon coming to him, like take over his body, and he remembers the stairs from earlier because they live on this like giant ass hill.
Hmm?
He the demon takes over his body, and as it's like trying to gain control, he flings himself out the window and gets to tumble down the stairs. And I think they had to shoot that like a couple times because of course they had to shoot it practically, like there was no
Yeah.
CGI
It's
back then.
73.
Yeah.
It's 1973.
Yeah, so this man like was just tumbling down the stairs like crazy. But great ending. And I don't believe he dies because I'm pretty sure he is in the sequel. I've not seen it, but I'm pretty sure.
Karis?
Yeah.
Oh no, girl, he died.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he's in the sequel.
I'll Google this. You take us home. I'll Google this.
I mean, that's it. That's the end. Like Reagan and Chris move. She's back living healthy, normal girl. She's not talking to demons anymore.
Which
Um,
is, yeah, good.
but yeah, they like that's how it ends, and I can't even Google.
They move. Chris says that Reagan doesn't remember any of it. I wrote
Mm,
that down.
yeah,
I don't think that Karis is in the sequel.
sorry, because you had it backwards. Max von Sydow does not die. He has a heart attack, but he doesn't die.
Oh, but he
He is in
doesn't
the
die.
sequel.
Okay.
Yeah, he is in the sequel for whatever reason.
No, he's dead. The sequel is apparently them investigating the death of him. The old man is dead.
Is it okay? Meanwhile, Father Lamont is ordered by his cardinal to investigate. Yep, the death of Father Marin, priest who died while performing
Priests
the
are dead.
exorcism. Father Lamont, he takes. Okay. Um, I'm gonna look up the original Exorcist now and just make sure, because I'm pretty, like, I could have swore that one of them was. I mean, obviously he is in the sequel, but he technically like
Maybe it's flashbacks or something.
yeah. Let's see. No. Oh. Patient X. So Father Karras is in The Exorcist 2, but he is apparently Patient X.
I don't know what that means. That's okay though.
Yeah, I mean, we're not
Um,
covering that movie, so like, what does it matter? But I'm
it's true.
curious. Um,
Anyway, they move. Chris says that Reagan doesn't remember any of it. Uh,
mhm.
that's the end.
Ah, okay. So I got it here. In addition to the demand of an exorcism scene to be included in the ending, the producers also wanted an actor from the first movie to be a part of The Exorcist 3. Why they're saying The
Okay.
Exorcist 3 when we're in The Exorcist 2, I don't know. Jace Miller, who played Father Karras in the first movie and was unavailable to shoot The Exorcist 3 when principal photography started, was called to shoot a few scenes as Patient X in order not to remove the work that he had already done, that had already been done by Brad Dourif in the role. Writer director William Peter Blatty decided to use the footage of both actors, thus Miller can be seen as Patient X when he's manifesting the Karras personality, and Dorff can be seen when he's conveying the Gemini Killer personality. Got it. Okay, so that
Interesting.
solves that. So what are your thoughts on
Huh.
The Exorcist? Because I I wasn't a fan. Like I think it's a good movie,
It was
but
long.
I just think like I had, technically like 60 years of hype for it, but in real life only 30. Um, but I think just like for me having 30 years to hype this movie up and for it to, like it's fine. But I feel like I've seen better possession movies.
Oh, you have, but this was the first one.
Exactly, and that's
They're
like it's hard to compare because yeah, you're right. It is the first one that's like this is what like got that trend going.
you got to give it its.
Yeah. No, I mean it is a great
Like, yeah,
historical
obviously
classic movie.
this was the rough draft, basically.
Fuck. Yeah. um. Well, as we wrap up here, we're under the 2 hour mark, so we're doing pretty good. What are we watching next time that will not be in 11 months?
So
I don't know what we're watching.
your
We
message.
froze. We froze. What's that? We need Hannah to tell us what
Can
we're
you hear
watching.
me?
Yes, I hear you.
Am I with you? Am I with you?
For now.
Okay, so I opened up.
You were with us, and then you aren't.
All right, I opened up Discord a couple days ago to tell
Mm-hmm.
you to finally watch The Exorcist. Am I still
Yes.
with you?
Yes, that is correct.
I
You were
saw a
with me.
message you sent back in March, and I got pissed off all over again. And you said that you did not care for Stephen King.
I did say that, yes. I don't like
So
his
we're
writing
going to
styles.
watch. We're gonna watch a Stephen King movie. We're gonna watch Misery, unless you have already seen it.
I've never seen Misery, and there's
We're
a
watching
reason.
Misery. Bingo
So,
bango.
the thing that bothers me about Misery is the scene where he breaks his legs. Or she breaks his legs, right? I do, like, I know enough about the movie to know that that's a scene that happens. It's finally time to watch it. So that's
Only
good.
time, buddy. Buck up. And
Um,
depending on how long it takes you to watch it, I'll read the book too.
I think I'm gonna do it early. Ooh, that actually looks like a short book compared to most
It
stuff.
is. It's only what were we at? 332 pages. The writing isn't too small.
That's not bad.
You could crank that
I
out in a day
I
and a half.
will absolutely watch it beforehand, or I watch it before 11 months. I have one more day off on my vacation, so I could technically watch it tomorrow. While I'm working on my costume for Ren Fair, so
Boom.
potentially that's the move. We'll see.
Remember to take notes just in case it takes
Definitely
us
got to
another.
take notes. Yeah.
In case it takes us another 11
hmm
months.
And then, just as a reminder, I am my pick is Train to Busan, the Korean zombie flick, which is in theaters at AMC's this weekend.
Ooh.
I say this weekend, the weekend of August the like 14th. because it is the 10th anniversary of it releasing. So,
Easily, it's been out for 10 years.
I know. I think it's one of my top 10. Oh,
We're getting old, buddy.
speaking of top 10, so it is in my top 10. I realized yesterday I need to make a change in my top 10. And so I was saying this that I think the Sheep Detectives could potentially be in my like top 10. It's my favorite of the year, but I don't think it'll ever actually be in my top 10. It's probably top
Right.
15, just because I don't know how often I'll get to rewatch it. Like, so my top 10 include Lady Bird, Airplane, and those movies I watch yearly, sometimes more. What else? The
Watch
Menu,
Lady
Fresh.
Bird yearly?
Yeah, I haven't
That
actually
movie
watched it in
makes
a
me want
couple
to kill
years, so I
myself.
gotta watch it. Yeah, that's the best part about it. Like, I watch it and I get depressed, and I'm like, it could be worse.
I guess it could.
Yeah. But like the Menu, Fresh, both are in my top 10. And
Love the
then
Menu. I need to rewatch the Menu. We got to do the Menu for this. We both love it.
we could honestly, I mean, we could probably do three next time. Like, I
Oh
watched the
God.
Menu enough that like I can go beat for beat without
Yeah,
even.
like I can go off the cuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. We can crank that out in
All
like
right.
15 minutes and then
Yeah.
take more time. Okay,
All
okay.
right. So the
All
Menu,
right, we're
Train to
adding the
Busan,
Menu
and Misery.
next defeat. Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's a
But anyway, I do think that
pretty
The
decent.
Blackening, the 2023 movie, is actually in my top 10. I think it will take
Okay,
out Clue.
that has been
Yeah.
on my watch list for a while. Should I take it off and watch it?
Um, let's save that for
Black.
2 months from now. Like our next, like, so I'll give you a spoiler. That'll be my pick. That'll be my pick for the like our next
Okay.
one. Um,
Okay, so I'll save myself for that
yeah.
then. Okay.
I have never laughed so hard at a movie that I did during that one. Like, so I remember I watched it in the theater, laughed my ass off in the theater. It was not streaming for many years. Like, I think it went to Stars for a little bit, but like, who has Stars?
Yeah.
Um,
No one.
and
No one has
then
stars.
like you the only reason you have Stars is for power. But anyway, it wasn't streaming for a while, and it finally came to Stars, and then it finally has made the rounds. Like, it's on, I think, Tubi right now. It was on Netflix for a little bit. Like, so it's made its rounds.
Oh, perfect. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be too hard to track it down then.
No.
Okay, perfect.
But I remember when it started streaming, like probably last year, I was watching this and I was walking on the treadmill. I had to pause the treadmill because I laughed so hard I was about to fall off.
Okay.
And
Yeah. I'm excited for this.
my roommate at the time was, like upstairs working, because she had to work. It was
Hmm?
Juneteenth. I started Juneteenth off, and
You watch The Blackening
well,
on Juneteenth?
so it's a Juneteenth horror movie. It's the only Juneteenth horror movie out there. That'll give you the spoiler. So that's what it takes place on. But yeah,
All I know is that the tagline is "We can't all die first."
yes, which is a great tagline.
Basically, so like I search up like best horror comedies, and then
Yeah.
I just like add them all to my Letterboxd watch
Yeah.
list, and that's been on there for a little while. So
I'm glad we're gonna get to take that off there.
we're gonna do this. I'm very excited.
Right.
But first,
Yeah.
the Menu,
The Menu,
Misery,
and Train to Busan.
and to Busan.
So very different vibes from this
Mhm.
like this upcoming month to the following one, because it's gonna be, yeah, very
This
exciting.
month, Misery is pretty serious. I remember Train to Busan being pretty serious. The Menu is
Yes.
funny in a dry way,
Yeah,
but
the menu definitely has more humor, which is nice.
yeah,
It'll be
that'll
a
be
nice
our.
break between the two.
I was gonna say that can be our palate cleanser. Next time we
Very
can do
fitting
either
for the
Misery or
Menu.
Train to Busan.
Yeah.
Then we do the Menu in between, and then we knock out the other.
Perfect.
And so maybe for next, talking out when you're doing The Blackening, I'll find another really good, funny horror comedy, and we'll
like it.
pair them together. And
I
it'll
like
be okay. All right. We've
there's a
really
lot of
planned.
horror comedies out there that I feel like I've seen, so I'm very excited to see if you pull one that I've not seen.
That you haven't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will I give you a list? No. I think it's much more fun to be like to see what you can pull out.
So I'm going to start sending you some.
Okay.
And let's say I get, I don't know, 5. I'll send you 5.
Sure.
And if there's one you haven't seen, we'll take that. And if not, then we'll just pick one from it.
Sounds good. That works for me.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys. This has been very fun, and it won't be 11 months, so
No, we're gonna lock in.
we finally
We're
can
gonna
lock in.
lock in.
I'm about to say where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I got the keys. I'm ready to lock in. These are my doors because I have old doors, so
Or
need
for
the keys.
jamming into a devil man's eye.
That too. Alrighty. Well, this has been Real Bad Cinema, episode 2. Finally.